Chipper Chap Chat. Chamba
Chipper
and
chaps.
FooRay. Look at us doing stuff, talk about news. That's pretty cool. Everybody go to school. Alright, cool.
Cool. Delayed.
What up, Chipper Chaps? This is Chipper Chap Chat, episode 103. In
103.
the
Yes, it's
morning.
gonna be
I still got
a
my mic
just
on.
103.
Uh,
Wow, what a
yeah,
gangster,
and
Mr.
we're
Artist.
randomly recording this right now at 6 a.m. because the Infinity War trailer has dropped. Can you believe it, Jeffrey?
I Yes, I can, and
Can you
I remember
believe
you
it?
were saying I can believe it if you can hear me right now. I don't know how it's gonna sound right now, but
ASMR. Can you believe it, please?
cool. Is that what it's? Is that okay? I remember you were saying you saw like a leak trailer a
The
couple
Comic
months
Con
ago or
trailer,
something,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Comic Con one.
Mm-hmm.
This is not it, but you
Nope.
kept saying, "Oh, maybe you should peep it," and I was like, "I'm gonna wait until an official release trailer comes out
There's
because when I see a trailer, I want to see it in nicer quality and not like recorded through like a shoebox."
sure, but I feel like if you now that you've seen the
If I saw,
official
yeah, yeah,
one,
no, if
go watch the
right,
Comic Con one
no, no,
because
no, I'm
it's
still
not
not.
the
I'm still not.
same.
I don't care because the thing is, this is what everyone else is seeing, so I'm gonna see what everyone else got to see.
Okay, well we saw it. What do you think? They start up with all the monologue of everybody kind of sharing a speech where they go, "We're the Avengers because there's some bad guys, and
We
sometimes
have to do it.
we
It's
have to
for
be
us to
the
fight.
one that fights the bad guys." So
Yep,
anyway,
that was
we get to see Paul
the
Bettany.
trailers.
Paul Bettany
Yeah, Paul Bettany with like a
playing
gem
Paul
with like
Bettany.
he's got a cough drop on his head.
Right, I loved it.
It's
I
great.
loved it in their vision, no pun intended, of how Vision would work. He's like, well, now that I'm this like supreme cyborg Jeebus, I'm gonna make myself look like whatever I want. I choose purple Iron Man as a human.
Yes.
But if I go any farther than that, I'm just choosing Paul Bettany. Like
Yeah.
that's how
But you
you
know
go.
what? I'm fine with it. It's
All
whatever
fine.
at this
Okay,
point.
question for
Yeah.
you, number two.
Sure. Let's go.
You think he's
Was
making
there
him?
a first question?
I don't know. You think he's making himself look like that, or do you think Wanda is making him look like that?
Oh. If that's the case, then that's maybe Wanda's tastes.
True. Maybe. Okay, so after Paul Bettany, we get some like, what is after that? Does that when we see Spider-Man in the on the bus
Armpit.
and
Yeah,
his
his
armpit,
um
his armpit,
with his armpit did that.
his armpit hair raises up and flaps around, and
You
he's
think
like,
that's what
"Oh, my
happens as
spider
well?
senses
How about
tingling."
if he's like his eyelashes do this thing? My
Uh,
spider sense
sure.
is
I
tingling.
really hope that's the case. I really do. Um, so
The hairs on the back
we
of
see
his
that
neck.
he looks out of the bus or whatever.
Well, that's actually not the first thing. It's like when they do the whole montage of all the characters.
Mhm.
It's like they show, human vision. They show Thor standing in front of like what looks like maybe
Is that
a
the thing
window,
of?
like a
Oh
space
yeah, he's looking
window.
at all the
Yeah,
ports or whatever. Yeah, I think that's still
yeah.
on Asgard 2.0.
And then you see Bruce Banner with like a new Hulkbuster arm.
Okay,
They look like they're in Wakanda.
right.
And then you see the blonde Black Widow.
Yeah.
Then it goes to the Marvel Studios intro logo thing,
Mhm.
and then it shows what's it called, Wong, Strange, Banner, and Stark.
Right, which is fine. That's cool.
Yeah,
But what do
they
you?
leave
How do you
there.
feel? And we don't gotta do a play-by-play of the whole thing.
Yep,
But how
yep.
do you feel about seeing those
As a
characters all
whole,
together?
nuts,
Sanctum
nuts. Like
Sanctorum scene.
this is happening. Doesn't make sense because I mean technically it should, because we've already seen films where we've had the Iron Man films, we had the Thor films, and we had the Cap films, and then obviously we saw the whole first team film, which was the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh no, this is amazing. It's actually happening. Then obviously it keeps going further, but this is just it's not just those single characters. It's we're taking everything that we've done so far,
Right.
and just this is what it's all supposed to come to.
I'm very curious about. Well, because we obviously see that the trailer leads to some kind of crazy fight in Wakanda. There's all these like four-armed aliens with Beta Ray Bill face.
Yeah, forearm. Yeah, Goro,
Yeah.
Goro, Ray Bills.
Gora Ray Bills fighting them. Which, you know, we've seen the alien army thing before, so I hope that there's something to this. I hope they're not just fodder. Like, it really seems like Thanos should be strong enough on his own not to necessarily need
Right,
the
but
horde situation, especially if he's got like the children of Thanos. Like, wouldn't
yes,
it be
which
way
we haven't
sicker?
seen. I don't think.
Wouldn't it? We did see one of them threw something
actually,
at Cap
yeah.
and he caught it.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
But if wouldn't it be interesting if his like children of Thanos and him was all that he needed to get these stones back? Like it's the alien fight scene in Wakanda is gonna be nuts. I'm sure. I'm gonna
Yep.
be geeking out. It's gonna be the new
Yep.
version of the airport scene in Civil War.
Pretty much.
But-
But see, fodder is different. Like fodder, it's gonna be kind of like Ultron, where they were just fighting a bunch of the Ultron bots.
For sure.
You know?
But the scale is huge. This fight is
I've
like,
got yeah. This scale is
this is like
obviously so much
getting
larger.
to, you know, the flashback fight scene that we get to see in Justice League with all the lanterns and all that.
Bingo.
We're getting to actually see that happen in
the
Wakanda.
three like the barely few minute.
Right.
I'm being generous. Few minute
Right.
flashback scene of the gods fighting all of Steppenwolf's
Right.
crew. I suppose this is that, but I'm sure much longer than a
Oh yeah.
couple minutes.
The Civil War airport scene was like damn near 10 minutes or 12 minutes or something crazy like that.
This
so.
film is going to be airport scenes
Yeah.
after airport scenes.
So that's really neat. There's a throwaway maybe line of T'Challa saying, "Get this guy a shield," and they show Cap or whatever. And at the end, we were looking at he's got some like weird gauntlet
Wakandan
things on his
gauntlets.
arms. And you were saying it'd be cool if there was like a magnetic thing where he could like bring.
Or
it back
maybe
to
maybe they could be the ones that turn into the shield
But
themselves.
I
I
think
don't
it
know.
would be really tight if they're retractable, like because they look kind of segmented. So if he could pop out two of the like almost arrowhead looking shields, so he can like
Right.
stab at stuff too, would be really.
See,
crazy.
it'd be like if it was the arrowhead shield, like the traditional shield,
Right.
it would make sense also that they are still it's vibranium, right?
Yeah. Well, you've
Because
got
it's
to
from
imagine.
Yeah, it's Wakandan, so that's pure. Like that's if he's both arms has like if they're like vibranium gauntlets, come on.
Because even though they had that line, we still didn't get to see what his shield would
No.
be in this movie. So I have a feeling it'll be something.
You think
like
they'll
that.
go back to the classic circle?
Eventually, of course they will.
It is. Right. When the soldiers got a new arm, obviously.
It didn't look like
War
anything
Machine-
new though. It just looked like
No.
another metal arm.
But what I mean by new arm is that he has an,
But I
he
was
has an arm
expecting
again.
something upgraded looking, something cooler about it. That could still be early effects shot though. We'll see what it looks like when the movie actually comes out.
War Machine. We got
Lots of Black Panther,
lots of Black Panther, which is good.
which is good. We even got like Thanos directly holding down Spidey, which was kind of crazy to see. Lots of shots of that new armor in action, which I still don't know if I like it. Like I definitely like the regular suit more than I like the armor.
I do.
suit.
This one just looks more CG because it's armor.
Right, but it's still them like holding up their bargain on the Iron Spider suit, kind of, you know.
It is. Yeah. It's their way of doing Iron Spidey without going to red and gold.
Right, so we got that.
Which
and
is
that's-
just Iron Man.
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
neat, I guess. But I also kind of like hope that he doesn't keep that for whatever his movie is after that, you know.
Oh yeah, no. I think it'd be strange, but I guess it'd be fine. Like maybe he'll go back to his an old suit, or even just and that's an excuse to
He'll
even
have
just
to,
do.
because Thanos will destroy that suit, and Tony's gonna die, so they won't.
Yeah.
So they definitely won't be able to get him a new upgrade.
Yeah.
Come on, man! Somebody's got to bite it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I
Yeah,
don't know if it'll be in this one though. I don't know if we'll get the bite it moment in this movie or if we'll have to wait till Avengers 4 because that's like the real ending.
but yeah, I
Or
mean, based
yeah.
just on this trailer, what we're getting in this trailer, though,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be nuts.
Oh, of course it's
This
gonna be
movie
nuts.
is gonna be so
Of
nuts.
course it's gonna be
Like,
nuts. But I'm saying, are we gonna have some consequences? Because right now the only real casualty of war was Quicksilver, and we had him for one movie. So
yeah. See, it would make more sense. Like, there'd be way more meaning and depth to it if somebody who we've actually followed for a long time
mm-hmm.
bites it.
or is like has some sort of permanent real damage because like as soon as War Machine got his back messed up he was already kind of walking by the end of that movie like so far there's
Plus,
no real
also, the weird thing about that is like, okay, he wants to walk on his own,
mm-hmm.
but Tony Stark, with all these machines and technology, you can make that artificial leg thing
right
work.
well obviously he's getting there because
Right.
we see him he's back fighting in the new one.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, Thanos just looks like a buff, super buff Brolin, which is neat.
Thanos' face though looks great
Yeah.
and the whole
Yeah.
time I'm like I've been hearing over and over again people being like the reason Steppenwolf was garbage because he was just a fully CG character. They should have used a practical guy in a suit or whatever, which might have helped. But I'm saying you can do CG characters and it's not garbage. We just watched Thor
Yeah.
Ragnarok. It had Hulk as
Yeah.
a major character in that, and we weren't like,
He
oh,
was
he
just
can't be
Hulk.
in it because he's a CG character and it's too garbage.
Yeah, he was in it as Hulk a lot of that movie.
Exactly. And we're about to get Thanos. Do you think people are going to be complaining that he's a CG character? I feel like it's not going to be that. But
I'm sure at the start
it looks like Brolin,
maybe,
dude. It looks like
yeah,
him.
I know it does. It's purple. It's a purple giant Brolin, which is wild because it's still like they did skew his features, but it's still him.
Right. It's like how they do the Hulk. It looks like Ruffalo, but it's not exactly obviously Ruffalo's
right.
face.
Yeah, it's not just Ruffalo's face on a green body.
Right. But
even though technically it kind of is.
Right. I think that's the same though with Brolin.
It's the same. I'm sure at the start it's gonna throw people off a little bit, maybe. Because it's like, oh, who's this guy? They've mentioned him a couple times, but then as you're watching the film, you're like, okay, he's just a fully realized character. Like with the Hulk, I'm not like when you watch Ragnarok, you're not just sitting there going every time Hulk appears, you're not going, okay, it's looking good. You're basically watching and go, okay, that's Hulk.
Are you disappointed that we don't see Thanos in his full like Thanos?
No.
Do you think
not at all?
Do you think that's something we'll get to see in this movie, or we gotta wait?
I'd like to.
We gotta wait for 4. Because it
like
could
to
be that version of Thanos that they're fighting in Wakanda, which would be neat.
Yeah, because they didn't show
but at
Thanos
the same
in
time,
Wakanda.
Motherfucker, we haven't seen shit because
they've
been filming this shit in space with rocks and shit everywhere. This is Infinity War, and we've seen nothing in space. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good with that. I'm so good with that because, like, especially
saying,
like, there's a whole bunch of like behind the scenes shots for Avengers 4 already, and I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on anymore, and I'm glad because I'm gonna watch it and just take it all in when I do.
For sure. But
I mean, I enjoy all the speculation. It's definitely fun,
and it's part of what we do here in this space.
Yeah. We speculate. We talk about what we'd like to see.
We speculate cookies. We do.
I love speculate cookies, man.
Aren't they good? Can we just take a moment to appreciate speculoos cookies?
Cookies. Basically ice cream with speculoos cookies.
Right. Coming to a store near you on the internet, Chap brand speculoos cookies. They come.
There wouldn't be any cookies because we'd be eating them.
They're probably not going to sell well because we'll eat our own stock, but Chap brand.
We'll probably lose money.
Speculoos cookies. You heard it here first. All right, so you're hyped, I imagine?
Exceedingly.
Do you feel like this trailer was as hype building as the first peek at Age of Ultron with the like, I've got no strings in slow-mo song and kicking
That's
doors
cool.
and shit all day long.
Speculous. He's in my mouth. I'm a robot. What am I eating? Anyway, that trailer, well, it was a great trailer.
Yep.
You know, and while a lot of these trailers, it's like, cool, give me the movie now.
Mm-hmm.
This one is like, give me this movie right now.
For sure.
Like if someone knocked on the door and go, "Hey, let's go watch it right now. I've got it. Cool. Let's go watch it right now." I don't know who this person is.
Right.
It'd be strange.
Doctor Strange. I only just now remembered to put that Infinity War thumbnail up. It's been on the episode number the whole time. So look at
what
that.
number?
103.
Okay, so it's been the right number at least.
It's been the right number, but also
it's fine.
There's the thumbnail. Woo, we did it! Teamwork.
Yep.
Go team.
This the shot of Thanos putting one of the gems on his gauntlet,
collecting them shits.
Yeah,
that's what.
They're like really
small.
It's like so small.
Hey, but it's only small because Thanos is humongous. Those things
right.
are like, like egg sized or something.
You see, Iron Man's new suit. He's like super sleek armor.
Oh yeah. The one that we saw the behind the scenes photos of or whatever.
I just paused it on a shot of Thanos' face. Mm-hmm. It looks like a dude.
Yeah,
I'm on like 145. Mm-hmm. If I just took this screenshot, you'd think it's prosthetic makeup.
The depth and the depth in the eyes and stuff looks so.
It's there. He's there. Mm-hmm. There's a character there. Like it's obviously a really big character. He looks like a huge character, obviously, because he's gigantic. And the lighting here is just really well done. It's gonna be nuts. This film, I don't. It's hard to not feel hyped about this because we've been following the films for obviously the start. Some are better than others, but that's a given. Some we enjoyed more than others. Let's say.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them all, but some I definitely enjoyed more. But it's leading up to it's been leading up to this. So how can you not feel hyped about this? I just don't want to overhype it for myself but like, is there a chance? Like, what is the chance that this film will disappoint you? What will it have to do for it to disappoint you? You walk into the cinema and all you see is this trailer and it's a black screen for the rest of the 2.5 hours.
Well, yeah, obviously that would be disappointing.
But that's not realistic. Like, what realistically could disappoint you about this film?
If Thanos is of no consequence somehow, even though it's not like it doesn't look like it will be the case.
Yeah.
But if Thanos ends up being like basically a non-issue by the end of the movie, that would be disappointing.
That would definitely disappoint.
But I'm also like, something's got to happen in order for them to kind of continue, because after this movie, we've got like an Ant-Man movie and more solo films after that, Captain Marvel and all that. So there's gonna be something that happens to stop him from fully being the end all be all,
right?
Like
maybe he doesn't complete his gauntlet,
maybe. And okay, so assuming that happens, is that disappointing to you? If we don't get to see Thanos complete his task, is that good enough to like hold you off until the next one? Because all that means is once he does, some real shit's got to go down, and it already looks like some pretty real shit is going down.
That's what I'm saying. Like after this, all right, say you asked, will that disappoint me?
Yeah.
If the story that I watched throughout the film tells a good story and why that doesn't occur, then I won't be disappointed. But if you just say straight up, this is what's going to happen, I'm not going to tell you how it gets to there, but this is what's going to happen. It's like you're leaving me, you're telling me the end without letting me know how I got there. So that's disappointing, knowing that without knowing how it got there. But if we see how it gets to that point, and it basically checks it off, so that in the next film or whatever takes place after this one, that's when we'll get it. Then I'm like, cool. That means I'm sure whatever I've seen should basically hold it up for me until I get to that next one.
Well, they keep saying. Well, I keep hearing these Feige kind of like sound bites where he's talking about how these Infinity War movies are supposed to be like a finale, like a conclusion to the stories that we have started back in 2008.
Are they rebooting?
See, I don't.
Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be not a hard reboot, but like after this, everything is changed.
If they did it at, Avengers 4, then I could see maybe something like that happening. But I feel like what is more likely to happen is that we get some sort of wrap up on all of the core members of the Avengers by Avengers 4. Because
So we're losing them. You think? You think we're done with them?
Maybe not all necessarily losing, but I think they will transition into like legacy character
The next
roles.
team. Yeah. Right.
In whatever way that needs to be, because
whereas the new Avengers will be essentially Strange, Panther,
right,
Captain Marvel,
yep,
Ant-Man,
Spider-Man, still
Spider-Man. Yep. Whereas like as you were saying, the Cap, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, they become the guys that don't always appear.
Transition out of that somehow. If it's not for all of them, I think a large chunk of them are kind of gonna go off and be their own thing. Like, come on, Hawkeye, man. Hawkeye is surviving Infinity War.
I didn't see Hawkeye once in his trailer.
Well, we know he's in that movie in some capacity.
Yeah, he is.
They couldn't show everybody in the first trailer, you know.
Right. That's why, again, like we didn't see no Ant-Man either. But we know he's in this film.
Right. So just very, very curious how all this is gonna play out, man.
Like, we had so many questions prior to even seeing anything. You obviously saw the leak trailer, so you saw a bit more stuff. This, obviously, after seeing this, I'm super excited, but I've also nothing's answered. I've still got so many. I've got more questions now, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's great because that means hopefully these questions will be answered.
I can't wait to continue to pick this trailer apart once we're done here. Watch it a few more times and see what all is hidden in there. I'm glad that we watched it enough times to spot those gauntlets on Cap, because I really feel like that's going to be a talking point for a while until we get some more confirmation on what the hell that was about. But yeah, guys,
I'm just pausing the shots with just Thanos, and it looks like it's just a dude.
Right.
Like, it looks like they painted up a dude.
Yeah. You know, he looks good. I'm happy with how Thanos looks. It's a shame that it's going to be compared a lot, I'm sure. But
that's fine, because the thing is, in the end, it's what you take out of it.
Right.
I'm pausing some of the shots in the Wakandan battle. It's just going nuts, man. You see a lot of these four-armed creatures fighting the soldiers. The thing Hulkbuster's in there.
Yep, gonna be a nuts one. But hopefully we'll get some more news on it. We're supposed to be seeing all these like photo shoots, and they put out like a fan trailer reaction to all the other trailers when they drop and whatnot. So pretty cool, man. I am excited to see what you guys think of it. And
let us know what you guys think.
Let us know what you guys thought of the trailer, man.
Or what you guys hope to see in this film.
Yeah, what would it have to happen for you guys to be disappointed in this movie? Now, honestly, all this build-up.
I think that's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Because most of the time it's like, oh, what did you like about it? It's like, well, I liked the majority of it, so let's list the things that I didn't really like. Or the things that could.
They're painting it like this is going to be the end-all be-all, so let's see.
That's a big hole they got to fill, basically.
It is. Let's see how capable they are. Let's see.
I'm keen to see it.
Let's see how capable they are.
Keen to see this.
Yeah. All right. So until the next one, guys, stay chipper, chaps, and all that stuff, right? Now let's do like an outro song. And jibber jabs are going away, so you gotta come back next time.
To play. As in play the video.
Obviously. Play it again. Woo!